Have you ever done something so wrong that you can't undo it, no matter how hard you try? That's where I am right now, standing at the edge of my marriage, knowing I've messed it all up. It's been 2.5 years since I married a woman who was once my side chick. And now, as I sit in the silence of my house, I wonder, did I make the biggest mistake of my life? Thinking face, was I wrong for thinking that the younger woman was the one I truly wanted? Or was I just too blinded by my ego and ambition to see what was really right in front of me? Let me take you back. I run a transport business, shuttling clients to and from the airplane, and employing drivers to help with the load. One evening, I picked up a client who would change my life forever. She was coming back from a trip abroad, a 29-year-old woman who was confident, intelligent, and had an energy that could light up a room's sparkles. At the time, I was 28. She was too old for me, or so I thought. I had a steady girlfriend, a 23-year-old doing her NYSC in Abuja, and I thought she was everything I needed. But there was something about this woman that kept me intrigued. As over time, I started to enjoy her company. She gave me tips on improving my business, and we became friends. Then something deeper started to grow. She had this quiet way of making me feel like I could do anything, flex biceps. But I never saw her as my future. I still thought she was just a fling, a side piece, nothing more. I had dreams of a younger woman, someone more fitting of my age, someone I could parade around. And yet, somehow, I found myself drawn to her. I didn't realize it then, but she was falling for me. Pensive face, fast forward a few months. My girlfriend finished her NYSC and made it clear she wasn't returning to Lagos. To my shock, she got engaged to another man, someone she met during the program ring. I was devastated. I tried to win her back, begging her to reconsider folded dance. But she told me she loved him, and nothing I said could change her mind. That's when I turned to my side chick, now my wife. It wasn't planned. But after losing my girlfriend, I was lonely. And she had always been there, comforting me, showing me affection in ways I had never expected. Sparkling heart. My business was growing, and she helped me with ideas that turned out to be invaluable. Soon enough, we found ourselves in a relationship. And one thing led to another. We got married. Ring at first, everything seemed perfect. My wife was a quiet, peaceful woman, always humble, always caring. She never asked for much. She wasn't demanding like I had expected. But despite all the good, there was a nagging feeling inside me that she wasn't enough. Disappointed face. I felt like there was something missing. I couldn't shake the thought that I had settled. And that's when the cracks started to show. Broken heart, I've been ashamed of what I said to her. It was during one of our arguments that I crossed the line. I told her she was too old for me, that she wasn't my first choice. I went even further, saying no man would buy an evening newspaper, rolled up newspaper. When I said it, I could see the pain in her eyes. The hurt in her face told me everything I needed to know. I regretted it the second it left my mouth. I tried to apologize, but she never responded. She just went silent. She hasn't said a word since. And yet, I feel the tension growing between us every day. It's been quiet at home, too quiet. The silence is deafening, and it weighs on me. Pensive face. To make matters worse, we had plans to start a family. She got pregnant woman. And for a moment, I thought everything would be okay. But last week, I received a call that no husband ever wants to hear. She had miscarried. It was devastating for both of us, but the way she reacted, it was like something snapped in her. The quietness in our house has only deepened since then. Derelict house, I'm starting to feel like she's pulling away from me, emotionally and physically. She told me she plans to return to work in July, which was part of the plan before the pregnancy. But now, I'm not sure if that's just her way of slowly distancing herself from me. I'm worried she's planning to divorce me. Disappointed face, the thought of that scares me more than I want to admit. I never imagined it would come to this. I had a good woman, someone who cared for me when I didn't deserve it. But I treated her poorly. I let my selfishness cloud my judgment, and now I'm paying the price. Downcast face, with sweat, I try to hold on to the past, but the truth is, I'm not sure what I even want anymore. And yet, I keep thinking, can she forgive me? Can I redeem myself? Is it too late to fix what I've broken? Broken heart, I promised myself I would never let a third party into our marriage. I promised we would work things out between us. But now I'm at a crossroads. I've made mistakes. I've hurt her deeply, and I know it. But I don't want to lose her. I want to fix things, but I don't know how to begin. Man bowing.